أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Lead Counsel, Assistant Counsel, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome once again to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without further ado, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next item on our today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
Auzubillahi Minash-Shaytanir-Rajim. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. I will call on Honorable Sela to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Auzubillahi Minash-Shaytanir-Rajim. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ بالفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر حاسد إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ بالناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق نازل الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقدار عظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. O God, great is your faithfulness. O God of our salvation, your amazing grace has been our daily guide. We continue to look up to the hills where our help comes from. Do not leave us or neither forsake us, our refuge and strength. Make a way for us, heal the sick, help the afflicted, give strength to the weak, restore sight to the blind. In you alone we trust. Guide us as we go forth today, and may your grace continue to dwell among us, now and forevermore. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Good morning, Mr. Witness. You can stand here. face that camera. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. Mr. Witness, what is your religion? Mr. Bojan? Can you help him? Mr. Witness, what is your religion?
Assalamualaikum. Kaka nyumala pa maneka kangole nda lola ka. Ola fulanda sose. Maneka kanga.
Speak into the mic.
Ako di amoni nyim fangola membe buluteng. Akonga?
In which, what is your religion, Mr.
Ako muna
Witness?
itala dinoti.
Muslim.
Islam is my deen.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
Ako san bari Islam ole bila dinoti. Sabe la fula diamla ning kanjumala. Maneka kangala. I choose to speak in Maneka.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Ako san fo ibe Quran otala ye kale ala bang dan ibe diamo datila wala ibe bulole wulen la santo ye kale. I am ready to affirm.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Raise your right hand.
Ako sa ibulu bawulin di santo, ni be diam na diamu santo, diamu maikodo.
I, Ebrima Barjo,
Afonte Ebrima Barjo,
do solemnly and sincerely
ako wala lota janne pour kale katonya fo mengo membi na meng fola jang.
declare that the evidence I shall give
Wala mbe kuma kamo be mendi la jang.
shall be the truth,
Bebe kala tonyalti.
the whole truth,
Tonya dron.
and nothing but the truth.
Bo amanke fengo fendi fo mbe tonyale fola.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated.
Isi sino le sa, sira mota isi.
Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Barjo.
Barjo, ako somanda beli. I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah.
You are welcome.
We be bismillah kan.
Allah baraka.
Council, we may proceed.
Yes, good morning. What is your name, sir?
Ako to ni kanto.
Ndo Ebrima Barjo.
Ebrima Barjo are my names.
What is your address?
Ako be sawatri minto.
Besabatirim Badibu Sware Kunda.
From Badibu Suare Kuna.
Mr. Barjo, you recall that you were invited by the investigators and then a statement was obtained.
Ako yaklo ba kan nun ko inene nata jariye ko man ni janne ni ka kalma do la mi an ko fango ya sata janne nata safe ka be for statement.
Okay,
Yes, that is correct.
It is in relation to a construction you did for Kerewan Area Council.
Ako wo dalo menti wala me asabu wala mu ye do ko wala ye loro menke Kerewan Area Council. Yes.
Now, can you read and write?
Ako kaito ning isi kaito karan no lebo.
No, mantua karanke.
Ika safero I was safero franke no.
Ani.
No, I cannot.
Did you sign the statement?
Ako ning kaito ya signé le ban kabri ye statement no safero foi pareta.
Hanga sign.
Yes, I do.
Will you be able to recognize your signature?
Ako sign itela o sign no ifa we me foko ya sign le ni aitandila iba sude no la. Yes, I will recognize it.
Was the statement read over to you?
Ako kabri ya safe fo inata karan ne pour ifa we am ifa we me fo le men safe fo wala mi wala fo fo manke woti. What I have said is exactly what was written.
We apply to turn the statement of the witness, Ebrima Barjo, into evidence as an exhibit.
Kosa inte ku kala wala mu ela nin kalmol me mustel me noti ba dundela ma ke sede jarol ni. Okay, very well.
Sorry. The statement dated the 4th of February 2025 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit and it is marked as LGC/KEAC/EB/001.
As the commission places. Now, you had a contract that was given to you by Kerewan Area Council
Ako contract area council a contract or dealer no.
A contract or dinner.
Yes, I was given a contract.
For the construction of the CEO's residence.
Ako pour ye CEO même wila nyaton koti pour kala tradla ka lo. Yes.
This was in 2020.
Ako nyingata sango même wika même for 2020. Yes.
Apart from this contract, have you had any form of business or contract with Kerewan Area Council?
Ako na manke ni loro di fango sonda men na ko yakele. Ako na manke oti fo inene do ko soto walal nene bulol dunta nyola ku do to men ni mankele.
And Area Council name on do ko kana manke.
No, I have never have any dealings with them apart from this contract.
Now, what is the name of your business?
Ako sa ifango la business o otonile.
Kaitol felenge si de give.
I have the papers here. I can give you so that you can go through and check them.
Okay. We apply to tender a GPPA certificate for the year 2020. Awarded to the witness, Ebrima Barjo, trained as Ebrima Barjo Construction. The type of business is petty contract business. We apply to have this document admitted into evidence and marked accordingly.
A Gambia Public Procurement Authority Certificate of Supplier / Contract Registration in the name of Ebrima Barjo Construction is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is dated the 7th of December 2020. It is admitted in evidence and it is marked as LGC/KEAC/EV/002.
As the Commission presses. Now, how did you know that Kerewan Area Council needed to build a residence for the CEO?
Ako san follow nyinen karo mente wolem ko ite inata kalam ta nyaadele wala yalo nyaadele ko CEO memu Kerewan la nyaaton ko ti asulata pour kala bungolo wala asulata pour kala bungolo
ngalo wato menna comme ika nin contrat ko spendite la je ika contractual kolla kayitandi la ko contrat ko benna jam ma fomo soro nimmel la fitala esina kamma yafel.
Normally at Kerewan, when they do have such contracts, like they normally call the business people or the company owners to say, we have a contract, but there are forms already here, so whoever is interested, you can come and take the form and fill it.
Did you buy the form for this one?
Akosa ite fanga puning loro yemenke for inata formo sanebo.
Ani watom ba kala formo buka wafi.
No, at that time there wasn't like they don't sell forms.
Okay, so who informed you about this construction?
Akosa ninku jumale ni loro la kuo itane foite.
Me afonye.
Yeah.
Ila musun ngo membe sirin data jika fa Fatu Mataba.
There is a lady there. I cannot remember the name exactly, but I think it's Fatmata.
Is it Binta?
Ako fo Binta tolemba.
nga wala keje bari ndele nyina ta tola Fatmata la.
I think it's Fatmata. I cannot remember the name exactly, but I think it's Fatmata.
Do you know where he works? Where she works in the area council?
Ako abedo wala area council ye. Ako bot fo yalo na be fundament na je. Akamendo.
Which department?
Abe department jumala je.
Ikatla marta comme GPPL Karala.
I was told that she is the director of GPPA.
All right. Now, when you were invited, who did you meet in council? Did you meet anyone? Discuss the contract.
Kabiri kumandi wala kabiri fongo tataje. Akoye jumale taraje wala ini jumale diamta contract ko nyila ko wala karola.
No, birinta ye formole dinna.
When I went there, I was given a form.
That I feel.
I went, then I filled the form. After all, I took it back there.
What is the form about?
Ako form of rumung. That is to show what type of work they need or is needed by council.
Were you called together with other contractors, or was it only you?
Ako fo kabru ye komandi ite damalem contractor bang fo ye monyo contractor fanan jejele ye mel komandi
aske jamaye na je de barento se de anu la bawo ngantala lo.
Yes, it may be possible. Some of the contractors come there, but I cannot tell because I only know that of mine.
How much is the value?
Ako san a contracto akodobe mujelle tinia hayma.
Amira wuli keme kononto wulta woro wuli woro
900,000 966,000 945.
And what did they want? What kind of structure, what kind of building did they want you to construct?
Ako be lafring mumbusi fala no yemen fo yanta melola no ilafta mumbusi fala ye.
La CEO la quarters lem ala sabatedula.
That is the CEO's quarters where he is to reside, to his residence.
Were you given the specification to tell you how many rooms it should have, where there should be a dining, like the specifications for the construction?
Ako je fo ya itandila wala ya fo ne wala frit na nyaming pour yanta melola bunjelle mu wala abe dining do dulal be sotala wala kamol wala wañole ya fo ne ba nyanta melola.
Ika plano le di mari like be do ko kala men.
They give a plan to you of which that is how you are going to construct.
For how long did it take you to finish this construction?
Ako san wo loro ning ay wati jelleta pour dandi ba bannola dandi ba banna.
Do la enta kar woro la jannin kawa.
It took me 6 months before completion.
Were you issued with a certificate of completion?
Ako kabri ya bang for e safeto e kaito safele ka di la me ay tande ko sa nga do ko men di la ya banne ka me for completion, certificate of completion. Ako fo yo kaito di le la le bang
mahane mo denna.
No, I was not given.
Did you hand over?
Ako sai o do ko itata pareta fo ya dungi bulu kabri ya bang.
Bring a hand over ke nga sendi.
Yes, I do hand over to them.
Who was present?
Ako jumanyo le mabeta.
CEO Keta Nyolo.
CEO Keta, they are all present.
Now, how are you paid?
Ako san joro ning ike jonu nyadi le.
Kanjo check all.
They do pay me by check.
Okay, but in your statement you had mentioned that you had an issue with your bank.
Ako barila statement oto wala mila kalmole men dinu jang. Yakuma do foje ko ni bank ali kundole du ni bank te wala trust bank.
Ani yenyin kala fo ila company mang bank account sotoba.
I was asked whether my company don't have a saving account or a bank account at Trust Bank. I told them that yes, I had but one before.
Yeah, closed la.
But it have been closed.
Yenyin Kamunan ya close.
I was asked the reason why it was closed.
Go couldn't tayala in the camera of Manka ya close.
I said to them this was because of lack of finance. There wasn't anything in the account. This was why it was closed.
Now, the check you were given, do you recall the bank that you're making withdrawals from?
Akosan if I were for the call, ni be jola ke joni chekola. Akosan cheko emendila. For say hakelo bulani no yata ikodo nyinta banku jumale do.
Ngata Farafenyele.
Yes, I just withdraw the monies from Farafenye Bank.
Which bank is that?
Ako banku jumale Farafenye.
Bank kutolem da nyin to bodang konal.
I cannot remember fully because due to the fact that it's a new bank.
So was this a one-time payment or you had installmental payment?
Ako sa joro nyinga mutanya fo ye be kodo nyimbe chokele ya jo wati kile na bank fo ya jo nyadi de.
Haniko do ko ni ba start lalem.
No, when you have to start a contract or a work,
Ikejo sinya saballa.
they normally pay you 3 times.
All right. Now, this money that you were paid,
Ako sa na flo ni wala kodo nyimbe yalam ko ye jo wala.
were you asked to make any other payment from the check you were given?
Ako sa beri ite do ko ke toliye ite ul na te jo bare chekola dila pour ko do ta ako fo modo wala kudo keta je mi yalan ko wala soto ta je mi yalan ko ite law ko do ibe do bondila je pour ka wo jo ka jo mola wala ka jo fendo la même ni ngol mangi
Na man kan do ko lalde do aman tambin tanem motem.
apart from my workers I don't give anything to anybody.
All right. Mr. Barjo, thank you very much. Unless there are questions for you.
Ako san ite bajo ako abeni mbaraka mbagale san bela mola alfa alla nyintabul ba fo ni yin ka rostro be yin kala men.
I have no question. Honorable Silla has a question.
Ako keba alfa ni membe sir memo honorable Silla ay nyinen ka da so trabe nyinen kala men.
Mr. Baji,
Ako ite Mr. Bajo.
did you have a performance guarantee bond?
Ako ka men for performance guarantee bond wala me ila doku yemen doku ka itandi ko ala menya anala bambango ako foyo kaito soto le ka men for bond guarantee bond.
No more soto.
No, I don't have that.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bajo.
Bajo hanwe kabire alfa babe nimbara ne de ako abaraka bage.
If we have the need to call you to further clarify any issue, we may do so.
Ako sa inde nin ku mungenye nin kamen nam parete baralle barasi ken wafana ninga fenje mi alon ko kumpo bije mbela flange komande na ye sedan din toliye.
Basita ye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You are discharged.
Ako abaraka bage ngembula le sitano le abaraka.
Ala barka.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Good morning, Mr. Witness.
Morning.
Can you face the camera? Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Mr. Witness, what is your religion?
Is Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
Mandinka.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make
Yes.
an affirmation?
No, Holy Quran.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Hold the Holy Quran now with your right hand, please. And then repeat after me.
Okay.
I,
I,
Lamin Jammeh,
Lamin Jammeh,
do swear that
do swear that
I'll speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
and
nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to us to proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Jammeh.
Morning, Ma.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Council, you may proceed.
Jammeh, good morning.
Morning.
Please state your full name.
My name is Lamin Jammeh.
So, Jammeh, what is your address?
Presently, Busumbala.
And previously, where were you?
Huh?
Where were you previously? Where was your previous resident?
Bara.
Now, what is your educational background?
I'm a secondary school. St. Augustine Secondary School.
Which year is this?
I completed in 89, early 89.
What is early 89? Do you recall when you completed?
Yes, my certificates are here.
No, but do you know when you completed?
Yes.
You can refer to your certificates. Do you have it there?
Yes.
Which year?
This is. I cannot see the date exactly because I don't know whether somebody can. I can see 89, but exactly, okay, it's 18th July 1989.
You also did your AAT Foundation
Yes,
and Pittman English for English speakers.
yes,
Do you know when?
yeah. Pittman's is July 1994, and AAT is 2003.
All right. Now, you work for the Kerewan, you used to work for the Kerewan Area Council.
I used to, yes.
Did you retire?
Yes,
When did you retire?
2021.
And what was the position you held after the time of your retirement?
Assistant Accounting Officer.
So in 2018, what was your position in council?
2018. I was an Assistant Accounting Officer responsible of Bara Sub-Treasury.
All right. Until your retirement.
Yes, in
Do
2021.
you have your appointment letter?
Yes,
Were you confirmed at any point?
yes.
May I please see your appointment and confirmation letters?
Okay. That's the appointment. That's confirmation.
Also promoted to the position of the accountant
Yes.
Mr. Accounting Officer, do you have the promotion letter with you?
Yes.
May I please see it?
That's it.
We apply to tender the appointment letter of the witness Lamin Jammeh, 1st of September 1989. We have the confirmation of appointment 6th March 1995 and the promotion letter 4th of March 2003 into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 1st of September 1989 with reference KSE/31 in brackets 197 addressed to Lamin Jammeh, Jurunku, and it has subject appointment. It is signed by A.E. Jobate, local government officer. It is copied to the Commissioner, North Bank Division. A letter dated the 6th of March 1995 with reference KSE/31 in brackets 291. It has the subject confirmation of appointment. It is addressed to Mr. Lamin Jammeh. It is signed by local government officer. It is copied to the chairman and treasurer. And the last letter is dated the 4th of March 2003. It has reference LM9/195/01 in brackets 11. It is addressed to the acting CEO, Kerewan Area Council. It has subject promotion. It is signed by KMF Dabo for PS Local Government and Lands. It is copied to the chairman, Mr. Bakari Sekan, Buba Mane, and Lamin Jammeh. These three documents are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KEAC/LG/001.
As the Commission places. Now, Mr. Jammeh,
Yes.
Because of your employment with Kerewan Area Council at the time,
Yeah.
you were invited by the investigators and a statement was obtained. You recall this?
Yes.
We also have an additional statement obtained from you on the 14th of February 2025. Do you recall this?
Yes.
Please go through the two statements. They are both two-page documents. And it bears your name and a signature. Are those your statements?
Yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Lamin Jammeh. The date is 4th of February 2025, and the additional statement of the 14th of February 2025 into evidence as an exhibit.
The statements are admitted as follows: the one dated on the 4th of February 2025 and the additional statement dated the 14th of February 2025 are both admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/KEAC/LJ/002.
As the Commission places. Now, in 2018,
Okay.
you were posted at the Kerewan Area Council Sub-Treasury in Bara
Yes, sir.
as head of the unit, correct?
Yes.
How many people do you have working under you?
I have market manager or market mistress
Yes.
and about 3 revenue collectors.
All right. Now, you must have kept a cash book during this period.
Yes.
Do you have your cash books?
Yes.
How many cash books do you have?
I have 2 cash books, one for license and the other for canteens and other rates.
And what is the period that it covers?
Yeah.
What period?
Yeah. That period covers
From?
from 2018
To?
to date.
Okay. Not to date. You've left in 2021.
I left 2021, yes.
Yes. So one is for
License.
and the other
The other one is for canteens.
for canteens.
And sometimes rates, you know.
Sometimes rates.
Yeah, when collectors goes into the bush for trek, any rates payer that comes to the office, I am allowed to collect rates from that person when collectors are on trek in the
You are
bush.
allowed. What does that mean?
Huh?
They have their own cash book. Do they not have their own cash book?
They have cash books.
So why would you collect the monies that they collect from the compound or yard owners?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You know, collectors, each collector is posted at an area
Yes.
where they go for collection.
Right.
Yes, when they went for trek on collection, an alcalo came or somebody came in their absence who is at their area.
Right.
So they used to sit in the office, wait for them until anytime they close from trek.
Correct.
So that habit was going on for so long. Then the CEO told me that when these people are here, don't let them to be sitting here waiting for these people. Nobody knows when are they coming.
Yes.
So collect from them. When the said collectors come, give them the information that your village so and so. They will produce their report.
So how do you record that?
Huh?
You recorded that in your cash book.
Yes, I record the collection in my cash book.
And then?
And then the person responsible of that village, when you come, you will tell him the number of people you collect from his village and their amount. He will reconcile that with his amount.
The money?
Yes.
And the money you collect, what do you do with it?
The money I collect, I keep it. I don't hand over the money because it is collected from my receipt book.
So you keep it?
Yes.
And do what with the money?
I keep the money together with the money, any other money collected from the canteens, and wait for the instruction of the CEO.
No, you cannot do that. You cannot do that because then it will bring confusion with respect to the books of accounts.
Yeah.
So for those individuals that are covering a ward, let's say a ward has 10 villages, and they are covering that particular ward, and you have collected about 2 or 3, from 2 or 3 alcalos, representing 2 or 3 villages, and they would really have an issue with their cash book.
No, not with their cash book. They will not have issue with their cash book. Every village, they know how much that village should pay.
But how are they going to record that? Now tell me, are they going to record that you, Mr. Jammeh, you have collected $20,000 from so-and-so village?
Yes, when you collect from their village, they reconcile with their alcalos. You will tell them, that day I went to the office, I didn't find you there. I paid 5 or 6 people to your in charge.
Yes.
And the receipts are produced. And those names are shown to the collector concerned. The collector will minus that from the overall total of that village.
But
and
you will not account for the money.
What?
You will not account for the money that you collect. That's the issue.
I will account for the money.
How?
The money is collected by my receipt book and posted in my cash book, and then later submitted to the office, to the main office where we all submit.
Okay, let me have this admitted. We will get there.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to just say is the way and manner in which you spend the money that you collect, because you don't follow your normal regulations by taking the money to the bank or to a cashier who would take the money to the bank. Sometimes you spend this money, as you will say, for council's expenditure.
We don't have cashier at all. We are the collecting body.
I'm just saying that is what the book says. Going by the book, that is a normal thing to do.
Okay.
That you are not supposed to act as a cashier, but we'll get there. Yeah. My point is because you act as a revenue collector and a cashier at the same time, you don't have proper accounting.
Okay.
And you can't account for all the monies that you will probably record in your cash book. But let's have this admitted first.
I account for them because.
Okay. That's better. If you can account for them, that is okay. So how do I know which one is for license?
You will see there. That's the one that has my name attached on the cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
We applied to tender the license cash book from 2019 to 2021. And the canteen cash book, and in the canteen cash book, the witness has said that there are some entries for rates and taxes, correct?
Yeah.
By the way, would you be able to identify the ones that are specifically for rates and taxes?
Will I be able to identify?
The ones, the collections that are for rates and taxes?
Yes. You know, they all have heads and subheads.
Yes.
The council head is for 4505, whilst rates are 3101 and 3506.
And you have these entries?
Yes, entries. Every revenue is entered under the particular head.
To have it admitted to evidence and marked accordingly.
Mr. Jammeh.
Yes.
I have seen this one is covering the period 2017 to 20. Is it 2019 or 2020? Yes, this is covering up to 2020.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And this one is also covering 2019. That is, the commencement for this one is 16th of January 2019 to 2021. Right?
Okay. Yes.
The cash books maintained by the witness covering the period 2017 to 20 let me just confirm. The cash book covering the period 2017 to 2020 and 2019 to 2021, these two cash books are admitted in evidence as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/KEAC/LJ/003.
As the Commission places. Now, Mr. Jammeh, as head of the sub-treasury in Bara,
Okay.
Of course you are tasked with collecting revenue.
Yeah.
You have your cash books.
Yeah.
You do your entries.
Yeah.
Correct? Now, you are answerable to the Director of Finance directly?
Director of Finance.
Yes.
Yes.
And you are expected to deposit the money you collect to the bank.
We are expected to
Deposit the money you collect to the bank.
as directed.
Were you directed to do so?
Yes.
Was it the directive?
Yes. That's the procedure I found there when I joined that council.
Right.
Yes.
That money should be paid into the account.
Anyway, I was not given any guidelines or any regulation that told me that immediately you collect, you take it to a bank. The procedure I found there, and the one I am advised by both the director and the CEO, is that when I collect, I seek their consent before doing anything.
And who is that? Who is the CEO you're referring to?
CDK Toure.
And the finance director, Mr. Khan?
It's Ablai Khan.
Ablai Khan.
Yes.
They give you the instruction that you have to wait, and they will tell you what you should do with the money.
Yeah.
But that would be contrary to the financial manual.
I don't have financial manual, and I have never seen it.
But you had an AAT foundation.
Yes.
You had an AAT foundation.
Yes.
So you have an accounting background.
Yeah.
Correct?
Sir, yes.
Yes. So you know that you don't operate in a vacuum. Is that not the case? And as an accountant, I will call you, or accounts clerk, to be more specific.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't do accounting based on the instructions of your seniors, just strictly. There are things that if you feel or you know they are contrary to basic accounting principles, you shouldn't follow those instructions. Is that not the case?
I accept that.
And so money is collected should be deposited. That's a standard operating procedure.
Yeah.
When you work for an institution in charge of receiving money, you don't give it to individuals. You pay it into the account.
Yeah.
Is that not the case?
Yeah.
But you knew this.
I didn't know that.
But you had a foundation for AAT foundation.
Yes.
So you don't know this?
No, I don't know that, to be frank with you.
All right. Now, have you been taking money to the bank?
Yes.
Which accounts do you normally use? Which banks do you bank with?
Trust Bank and Access Bank.
Trust Bank and just these two? Do you have any other?
No.
So now when you have a collection, what is the procedure? They call you and they tell you what to do.
Yes.
And what are the normal instructions you receive?
From the CEO. I receive information from the CEO.
Just the CEO?
Yes.
Not the finance director?
No, the finance director, what he told me is that CEO is the chief accounting officer.
Right.
Huh?
Right, correct.
Yes. Whatever he told you, abide by it, but make sure, let him give you a document of any transaction that transpired between you. That's what the account.
But that's a very misleading instruction from the finance director.
Yeah.
Very misleading. But how about the finance director himself? Does he not tell you what to do with the money sometimes? Give you instructions?
Finance director.
Yes.
If he has to do that, he becomes a secondary person. He will say, Mr. CEO said you do this. But he will
also be a verbal instruction.
Huh?
That is easy to do. He will just tell you, will he write that?
No.
Verbal communication.
For example, a telephone call, when he is to give you an order, the finance director doesn't give order to me directly. he only, take permission from the CEO.
How do you know he had taken permission from the CEO?
Because normally when he told me that the CEO said, you do this, when I called the CEO, he said yes.
So you normally call the CEO to verify?
Yes.
For every instruction from the finance director, you verify with the CEO?
Yes.
Okay.
And because any transactions you do without the knowledge of the CEO, in our case, you are in trouble. Even submissions, you cannot do it without passing through the CEO.
Even submissions?
Submissions, yes.
Okay. So if you deposit the money to the bank,
yes,
without his instruction, you may have a problem.
If you deposit the money to the bank, and any other money that the CEO told you that, he is sending vouchers or receipt for you to offset that against that amount.
Yes.
When you collect those receipts or vouchers, and you go to Kerewan for final submission to the Director of Finance, you must go to the CEO's office to confirm those documents one after the other.
Yes.
Before he refer you to the Finance Director.
If not, you will have a problem.
For receipting. Yes.
If not, you will have a problem.
Yeah?
If not, you will have a problem.
Yes, you will have a problem.
What kind of problem can you imagine?
When you do submissions in the absence of the CEO.
Right.
I said when you do submissions in the absence of the CEO.
Yes.
The Director of Finance always put aside your transactions with their documents and any other thing like bank pay slips or receipts or claims. He will put them aside and tell you, you can go back and leave your distance here until my boss come. Because if I take them and then join them with my bulk of transactions without his knowledge, I'm going to have a problem with him. So that's why whenever you are ready to go for submission, normally submissions are even decided by the CEO. He will call you to say close your books to the last receipt and then come to Kerewan for submission. So when he is not there, sometimes we the collectors ourselves call him and said, my boss, I want to come for submission because my receipt is finished, or I just feel like coming to clear away what is with me. He will tell you that I am not around, wait until tomorrow, I will be around. Because he never wants anybody to do any transaction in his absence without him seeing what has transpired. I think, to my own understanding, he doesn't trust anybody with the other officers except he himself is present.
He doesn't have to trust anyone.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to trust anyone. You also don't have to trust him.
Yeah.
You just have to do what is right and what is expected. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
Because it's an institution. Everyone will have their role and responsibility.
Yeah.
So the CEO being the chief accounting officer does not mean he has monopoly over all duties. Do you understand that there has to be separation of responsibility?
Okay.
Is that not the case for accountability purposes?
Yeah.
So if the CEO, you are the one giving money to the CEO or submitting to the CEO, then how will you have a proper accounting system? Do you know what he will do with that money?
We don't know. I don't know.
That's the issue.
I don't know.
Because if the money goes to the bank, there's a procedure as to how it should come out.
For us revenue collectors, what is our problem is when we collect monies, either take it to the bank or we are assigned by the CEO to spend it on something that he gave you document. Before you are free in mind, you tender those documents with your cash book and receipt book, and you see that he endorsed them to say, yes, it is me who authorized this. Now go to the finance director for him to draw your receipt or assign one of his officers to draw your receipt. When your receipt is drawn and pinned into your cash book, you are now free.
You are now covered.
Yeah, you are now covered. You are always happy that today I am cleared with it. Because without that, you are never free. Sometimes you may go, if you don't find the CEO, that the director will not, attend to you to draw your receipt, because he will say maybe there is a transaction within your this thing that the CEO might come and reject it.
I understand that.
Yes.
Now, have you been giving money to the CEO as well?
Money to the CEO?
Would there be times that you will do your collection and he will ask that you give him money for a certain reason?
Yeah. No? Yes.
And how does that play out? Will he give you documents to show why he needs that money, or will he just ask that you give him the money and then he walks away?
No, we don't do that.
Explain how it works.
there is a document in the office we call OC voucher.
OC voucher?
Yes.
What is OC voucher?
That is, I think, is other charges, as I understand it.
Other charges?
To my own understanding, but the document is a ready-made document printed that, I mean, it has a column for signature of the accounting officer,
right,
as the CEO.
Right.
Yeah.
And then,
so it's called the OC voucher.
Yes.
So whenever he is taking money from you, he will take that OC voucher, comment on it, sign it, write the amount of money he received from you. He will say, I receive so and so amount from Mr. Lamin Jammeh, be money received from him for official use, and then he will sign that voucher and give it to you to cover that gap, because it's a money that you take from your collection.
So what do you do with that voucher?
That voucher, when you close your cash book, you go with that voucher to Kerewan, to his office. Let him authenticate whether the OC voucher he raised for you when he is taking that money for you is the very voucher and bearing his signature. Then that's the time he will refer you to the Director of Finance.
Now, what will happen with the voucher? Does he take the voucher back, or do you submit the voucher anywhere to the Finance Director?
No, sometimes he will take a voucher and give you another payment claim or any other thing, or a receipt containing cost of a material equivalent to that amount, or maybe receipts, not even one receipt, that are accumulated and equivalent to that amount, and then withdraw the voucher. But sometimes he will just leave you to go with that voucher to the Finance Director. So I don't know what they end up doing.
So when you go to the Finance Director, you give the Finance Director the voucher?
Yeah, we give the Finance Director both the all transactions.
Is there any record of that voucher in your sub-treasury office?
No.
You don't have any duplicate?
No.
So the voucher that was given to you is now received by either the CEO or the Finance Director?
Yeah.
So you don't have any trace of the voucher anymore?
No. And what I'm after is my book is closed, and their GTR, that is the Director of Finance, he drew the whole total in his GTR and put it in my book.
Yes.
To say that
you
they
have your GTRs.
Yeah.
But then you will have your GTRs, but you can't account for the money.
Yeah.
Well, you can account for the money because once you have the GTR, it says that you have been cleared.
Yeah.
But
when you use your GTR to, issue receipt to various taxpayers, when they pay, that duplicate, you enter them into the cash book one after the other until you get the whole total of your collection. That collection, that's what you, retire at Kerewan. They will also take their own GTR and then draw a receipt of the overall amount to say, we have received from you this thing, dated this thing, and then sign and put it in your book.
Let me show you what I'm trying to talk about.
Yeah.
I'll ask that you be given your cash book for either license or rates.
Yeah.
Just go to 2018 and pick one receipt for us to discuss.
You
Are we together?
Huh?
Any receipt for 2018? Do you have a receipt?
Yeah, let me.
2018, 2019, 2020?
Even 2019?
Yes, from 2018.
Okay. Yeah. For example, 29 January?
Yes.
2019.
Into the microphone, please.
29 January 2019?
Yes.
Yes. Receipt number 2772072.
Yes.
Alpha Bar, a petty trader.
Yes.
1,500.
Right.
Under the total column, and then the head for trade license is 10101.
Yes.
You have that amount there also.
And altogether, the ground receipt you have for your submissions?
It's 50,000. No, 509,695.
Now,
yes.
let me ask you.
Yeah.
That amount of $595,695,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That amount,
Okay.
how did you account for that amount? You have a GTR, yes?
Yes.
It signals that you have surrendered that money.
Yes.
But now, how did you surrender that money? How did you account for that money?
How did I account for that money? That's what I'm telling you.
Now, tell me now. Where
Yes,
money?
that's what I'm saying. I said part of the money is being banked. On
How much is banked?
no, I cannot know that as at now. Had it been, it was immediately I'm going for submission. You know, we used to, itemize or summarize our submissions.
Where?
On a piece of paper when you are going for submission, but that is not for office consumption or your consumption, just to make things easy for you or the person or the CEO.
That is for the consumption of the CEO or the finance director, so that you'll be clear.
Yeah,
and
so you summarize things and said 20,000 is for bank paid slip.
Yes.
10,000 is for fuel receipt, the ones you are authorized to pay. Claims are now this $1,000. You add them and have your overall total on that piece of paper. That is equivalent to the cash book total also. We just take that as a guide.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree 100%.
Yes.
That unless there is an evidence of fraud, if you have your GTR receipt, your bosses are saying that you have been cleared.
Yeah.
So we are on the same page on that.
Yeah.
But again, we know the condition that you have been working.
Yeah.
The revenue collectors, for the most part of it.
Yeah.
Unless the ones that are part of the conspiracy to defraud the area council.
Yeah.
Do you understand that? Mm-hmm. But for most of you, you genuinely believe that you owe your obligation to the CEO.
Yeah.
Whatever he says is the be all and the end all.
Yeah.
Is the Bible and the Quran.
Yeah. Sure. I dare not to say anything here.
Yes. That's what your genuine belief is for most of you people.
Yeah.
Some of you people.
Yeah.
But the issue now is, the truth is, some of you were also in the position to know that the procedure adopted is wrong. It makes sense. That's why I'm asking the question. Now, that amount of $500 is plus. You sitting here today, you have your GTR, but you can't account for the money. You cannot tell the commissioners how that money is being spent, right?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. I said, had it been, it was at an instant of my submission time, I would have, show you the summary we used to make when we are going to Kerewan.
I understand that.
Yes, that will show you.
That could have also been recorded in your cash book.
Yes.
To say that you have deposited.
Anyway, we don't have a created portion for that in the cash book. That shows, this thing is pay slips, this thing is claims.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
No, I don't.
Because the monies you collect are not meant for the manner in which you are using them.
Yeah.
You are only allowed to either deposit the money to the bank or pay it into the receiving cashier.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
But to do other expenditure without having, or giving money to the CEO without having proper documentation, then we can't, it's going to be difficult to account for it.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
And where's your deposit slip?
What?
Where is your deposit
slip? You submit the deposit
slip.
That of the finance director.
For part of this amount.
Yeah.
But for the most part, do you go to bank, or are this money spent?
You said for the most.
For the most part of these collections.
Yes.
Like $500 plus.
Yes.
Would you deposit most of the money, or?
Yes, because these things are normally done in the peak period. That is group collection of license, where they send memos and make groups of various stations.
What date is that?
Huh?
What date is the GTR?
Date? It's February.
February what?
6.
Yes.
Those are, we normally start our collection.
Huh? Which year?
2019.
2019.
Yes.
So I think we have the council's accounts here.
Yeah.
So we give you just to see whether we can make sense of your procedure, not your procedure. The area council's procedure of receiving and expending money.
Yeah.
But Mr. Jammeh.
Yes.
You should have said no.
That is not to my knowledge, sir.
No, you should have said no to giving money to the CEO.
This is me.
You said Trust Bank and Access Bank?
Huh?
You will either bank with Trust Bank or
Access Bank, yes.
Do you have a Trust Bank account? Is that the one you have with you?
Yes.
Okay. You go to 2018, and the month is July, you said?
This is February.
February.
2019.
2019. Okay, go to the month of February 2019.
That's January. That's
Sorry.
Do you have any deposits in your name for which is that Trust Bank or Access Bank?
This is Trust Bank.
Okay. Do you have any deposits in your name for Are you in the month of February for
Yes, I'm in the month of February.
2019?
Yeah.
Any deposits for 2019 February? You have February 4th.
Yeah.
Just go to 4th of February. Just to help you,
Yes.
when did this collection start for the 500,000 plus? Look at your first day.
This is.
In your cash book.
It starts on the 16th January.
16th January.
Yeah. Wow. There is deposit in January, Lamin Jammeh. 40,000. You have
So your first deposit is on the 21st.
on the
21st.
yeah. That's one I can
21st of January.
yeah.
Because your first money you collect is on the 16th, you said, of January?
This starting of the collection is on the 16th,
16th.
of January.
So your deposit first is on the 21st January, correct?
I didn't see.
$20,000.
I didn't see the 21st, in fact.
2019, you have Lamin Jammeh. Is that not you?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have had your some deposits. Why are you paying this money in bits and pieces?
You said you have seen
Your entire
on the
collection
2nd of January.
Please come again?
2nd January,
Yes.
2019.
Not 2nd January. The collections is for the from the 16th of January.
Okay, okay.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are we together?
I've said 21st, yes. 100,000.
In January alone, you have submitted about $210,000
Okay.
for January.
Yeah.
In February, you have another 69,000.
Yeah.
When was your last day of submission?
My
Last day of collection?
last day of collection.
Yes. According to the cash book.
Why is that castle? That is for license. These are group collections. That's the of that.
Your last day.
That's what I'm looking for, you know. These are group works that lasted. As this is 27 February.
27 February.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 69,000 plus 9,000. Your 9,000 is on the 5th of February, 2019, Mr. Jammeh. But you made a withdrawal of $50,000, but we'll come to that.
You made?
Yep, you made a withdrawal from the account, but we will come to that.
Okay.
On the 12th of February, you have a deposit of 41,000.
Yeah, okay.
Do you see that?
No, I was not looking at the statement now.
15th February, you have 48,000.
Okay.
And you did not make any other deposit until 27th February, when you have $10,000 in the account. So your deposit entirely is $387,000.
Okay.
Yes, your entire deposit.
No, I will not be able to recall the deposit, but as the bank states, whatever is recorded is
what is recorded.
Okay.
Stand to be corrected, but it's what is recorded.
Okay.
So 387,000. If you minus that from say 500, how much? Your grand total.
Yeah.
500.
You can check in access also whether there is any deposit of the same period.
No, he's referring to the 509,000 something.
No, yes, he's referring to the total, but
Yes, give him the amount on that receipt.
yes, I've given him that amount.
No, he wants to have the exact amount so that he
okay.
deduct the 300 from the 509 something.
Okay. I was just trying to tell him that, you know, you are directed to go and pay into a bank so and so and pay another amount to bank so and so. It's 509,695.
All right. So the amount you have for the Access Bank, you'll have a balance of $381,305.
Okay.
So the Trust Bank, whatever amount you have deposited there, the outstanding balance would be what you have given to council.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
Which you have a GTR for.
Yes.
Is that the case?
Yeah.
Right. Now, there's another issue as well.
Okay.
You had stated that sometimes the instructions would be for expenditure in relation to council's activities.
Yeah.
What kind of activities?
Expenditures for council?
Yes.
No, the investigation, they asked me that there are times they bring claims for you to pay, or, tractors when they are, they have an issue, the refuse collection tractors, you repair them to the fitters. I said yes. Those are called the expenses.
We have the National Audit Report for Kerewan Area Council.
Yes.
Covering the period year ended 31st December 2018 and 2019.
Yeah.
You've attempted to answer to that in your statement. In relation to unposted collection.
Okay.
The amount of which is $318,734. Do you recall this?
No, that's an error.
Error on whose side?
Auditors. or me and the, investigation officers.
No, this flagged by the auditors.
Huh?
It's flagged by the national
audit. That's what I'm saying. The 300 and something thousand you are saying,
yes,
is the addition of 26 something of Yasin Fai plus 188,799 point something of Lamin Jammeh.
Yes.
That's what they add together to bring them to that 300 and something.
Yes.
But in fact, that addition is even wrong.
Okay.
It should be 200 and something.
Yes.
And that 188 something of Lamin Jammeh, the investigators told me that, their own understanding of the, narration is that it's not, featured in my cash book. I told them that I didn't agree. Any receipt that I receipt, I post them into my cash book. And a receipt is given to me by the Director of Finance for that. I told them that this narration of the National Audit is that $188,790 something of Lamin Jammeh,
yes,
is, in the books of Lamin Jammeh, the cash book of Lamin Jammeh.
That's you.
Yes.
Yes.
But it has not been posted into the main cash book of the Director of Finance.
Right.
That's what the auditors were saying.
Okay.
And it is here. It is in my book. I even, staple a piece of paper to it. You can verify it.
Yes, yes, that's okay. Let me just read what the auditor says. It's exactly, I think, what you are saying.
And I even called the Director of Finance before, immediately I left from the, investigator. I told him that, they are saying that there is an amount of 100 and something thousand that was receipted by me and not posted. He told me, no, it is in your book, but it is not posted in our main cash book.
Yes, exactly. You're right.
Yeah.
Now,
and that is not my, this thing.
Yes, let me, I want to just find out.
Yeah.
Mr. Jammeh.
Yes.
Is it true that what is contained in the ledgers,
yes,
is different from what is contained in your statement?
What is contained?
As of 2018 and 2019.
Which ledgers?
Your entry ledgers, it's the combination of what you have in your cash books and in your ledger, the general ledger, the entries of all your
cash book.
Yes.
No, there's no difference.
There's no difference.
No.
Did you say there's no difference?
Yes, I told him that the amount that he is quoting, that's
correct, Mr. Jammeh.
Huh?
Because the auditors have a cumulative difference of 5,315,298, and this is found in page 24 of the audit report, which is talking about the reconciliation between the ledger and the balance of balance contained in the statements in your bank accounts. No. It's because the ledger is not correct. The entries in the ledgers are not correct.
That is Kerewan.
Because council has just asked you about that receipt.
Yes.
About the entry, about the GTR that is given to you.
Yes.
You have admitted that the expenditures, the extra expenditures that are made by council are not reflected in a column in your cash book.
Yes.
So you cannot see anywhere that money that has been expended, which is not contained here. So where is the proof?
What I'm saying, any money that is collected by me.
Listen.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes.
Is it true?
Yes.
Because you have already told us.
Yes.
That the expenses that you do.
Yeah.
You just write it in a small sheet of paper. There's no column contained for it.
No, I don't say expenses. I write it on a small sheet of paper.
Oh, okay. You said what?
He said, how can we know these are, the total amount of pay slips, and these are the claims.
Now, before we take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Did you say that those expenses are not provided, are not entered in your cash book? Did you say that? You
cannot enter those things. Those expenses are paid for. You are given a document and you paid, and you take the document in.
But how would we know that you expended 5,000, you expended 10,000 on fuel, you expended 10,000 on repairs, you expended 10,000 on refund for night allowance? How would we know that?
That's what I'm saying. I
Where's
said those documents are given to us, but when we go to Kerewan to retire them, those are our evidence to the Director of Finance to say these monies have been used, and they took those documents and draw us a receipt to clear us. Those receipts are the ones that they put in our cash book. So we are already cleared. I don't know whether you get me.
I understand. Anyway,
yeah.
Council, you may proceed.
Maybe it's the procedure of council, how they work.
Yes. Now, for your part, for the $188,000.
Yes.
$799. You have said you have it in your statement.
Yes, the treasurer drew a receipt and put it in our cash book, but he said they don't post it in their. He told me that maybe, according to the director of finance, when I left here, I contacted him. I said, but one thing I cannot understand, because by then I don't have access to my cash book. When I retired, these things are with them since 2021. So I called him and said, my boss, I had something which surprises me. I went to this.
You have not been faulted by the auditor?
No. The auditors, they have never, since this auditor, the auditors never confront me, director never confront me.
I agree with you.
So when I asked the director, he told me the reason why we don't consult, it doesn't concern you. It is, an error that we should have posted that amount into our main cash book, and it has not been posted there.
Now I agree with you.
Yes.
That is exactly.
And it's here, mark it. The receipt is here.
But maybe you allow me to ask my questions too.
Yes. Thank you, sorry.
Yes, I had said that you are right, that the auditor says that you have it in your cash book, but it is not recorded in the main cash book, and it is the job of the director of finance or whosoever in the finance department to record in the main cash book, correct?
Yeah.
Good. Now, can you show us, just to see the recordings? You have said you have identified the page, correct? Now, this money, what do you recall you had done with this money? Is it that you gave this money to the CEO, or there were other council expenditures that were made? But there must be a reason as to why it would not be recorded.
You said?
The collection for this amount is $188,799.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, your first collection is the 5th of April 2018.
Yeah.
It was received and checked. Who signed, who wrote with a red pen on your cash book? Is it the CEO?
The receiver, the person who, the director of finance is the one who write with a red pen or assign his officers. But this receipt, as I know all the writings of my colleagues, I can understand this. This receipt is the, GTR of the director of finance, but the writing is assigned to one senior revenue collector called Usman Juf.
Now, is this payment made to the director of finance office or the CEO or the bank?
This payment is made, the transactions are retired in the office of the director of finance through the CEO. As I told you, you cannot go and submit without passing.
No, I understand that.
Yes.
I understand that.
Yes.
There must be a reason as to why the money is not being accounted for in the cashiers.
Anyway, according to the director of finance, what he told me, he said it's their mistake. And he even went up to tell me that it must be his assistant.
No, forget about that for now.
Yes.
Did you go to retire this amount by submitting bank paying in slips, or you went with cash?
No, I didn't go with cash. I went with a mixture of both bank paying slip and payment vouchers that they assigned me to do, and they clear me this thing and give me their receipt.
How about cash?
Yeah.
Cash payments?
No, normally when you go to Kerewan for submission, you rarely reach there with cash. If it will be cash, it will be very minimal, maybe 500 or 1,000. That will be your last day of collection. You go with it.
And these vouchers would be payments for what?
What?
What payments would you have made from this collection?
As usual, this. Council is a continuous expenditure of either going to bank or they will assign you. Sometimes you go until you are exhausted. You don't even have cash with you. Then we will call you and said, we have something to do. We will pay this and this. And do you have cash? I said, no, I don't have. He said, then let me contact any other collector.
The money reflects in the in the cash book of the witness, and the GTR issued to him for the amount of $188,799. I believe the Director of Finance and the CEO should be in a position to account for this money. Mr. Jammeh, we go to another issue.
Yeah.
You at council,
Yeah.
you were having everyday feast.
Every day?
Feast. You
What
were
is-
having lunch every day.
Council?
Yes.
No. That is at the main office.
You are not part of the, you don't go to the, how often do you go to the main office?
Main office, we only go there for submission.
So for the food and the refreshment that you were financing, what was that for?
Yes, I mean, the investigators, they asked me that there are times when, people come to your office, like strangers, officials from Banjul that are, coming for any official mission I may not know, but the CEO will come and then meet them in Bara.
Yes.
Before going with them, he will ask you to, provide breakfast for them, but he will take the money himself and then write a voucher and give it to you equivalent to that amount for your safeguard, and then tell you to go and buy food and refreshments for those people before he depart with them. Those are the ones that these people are talking of.
All right.
But the food at the main office, we are not part of that.
Now, we also have your additional statement.
Yeah, that is deposits, withdrawals.
Yes. You have withdrawals from the accounts of councils.
Yes.
To be very specific, the Access Bank.
Yes.
And Trust Bank.
Yeah.
So for the Access Bank,
Yeah.
your total withdrawals is $1,019,463
Yeah.
$30.
Yeah.
And for Trust Bank,
Yeah.
it's $406,896 plus 35 buttons.
Thank you, sir.
Now, please explain to us the process or the procedure for the withdrawals, or how you will have your name in the check signed by the CEO and Finance Director.
Okay. These are checks that are written in my name. With the consultation from the CEO,
Yes.
he will call from Kerewan to say, we have already prepared a check
Yes.
in your name, and you be in position to have your ID card with you.
Right.
I am coming, or the driver is coming with one of the officers at Kerewan.
Right.
What?
Please proceed.
You said? You are talking to
I
someone.
also said you're right.
Okay, so
Follow.
that person or CEO himself will come with his official card with the check bearing my name, and I will take my ID card, go to the bank, withdraw that amount of money, and then give it to him, finish up with him. So these are done in intervals.
Now, this